Alright, so this is Eric Gonzalez coming back. It's TFA. I want to thank Todd for having me back. It's been a little while, but you know, coming back for another win. I know I'm fighting Justin Abella on a welterweight 160, so you know, I'm ready for you, bro. I know you want it, but you know, I want it more. So let's get the show on the road. I want to give a shout out to Systems for training me really hard. I'm gonna give a shout out over here to Rival for giving me the clothes and helping me out with a lot of stuff, and System trainings as well. I just started there, and I want to give a shout out to you guys and the team for coming out and supporting me. It's gonna be a sick fight. It's gonna be a sick night. So let's make it happen.
Hi, my name is Justin Abella, coming out from Black House 228th. My coaches are Bo Hirschberger, Richard Mayo, and it's my second fight coming out, second fight for TFA, and I had a blast on the last fight. I'm ready to fight. It's been a while, and I'm just here to put a show now.
Here we are, Fight 5, TFA, 3 2-minute rounds. In the red corner, Eric Gonzalez, coming out of Systems training from Western Torrance. He's 3-0. He's 5'10", 167 pounds, and he's a young guy too.
He's going to be fighting Justin Abella in the blue corner.
All right, TFA fans, bring another one out. Hey guys, that last fight between Dwight and Elsie, I want to see the rematch, guys. That was a split decision. I know you guys don't feel safe. I want to see you guys, if you guys are listening, I want to see you guys the next TFA. Let's finish that fight you guys didn't finish. All right, without further ado, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10", 165 pounds. Give it up for Eric Gonzalez.
But right now, Eric, he's fighting out of Systems, like as you said, System in Torrance. He's got a background in wrestling and MMA, obviously. His style is ground and pound, so look for him to set up those takedowns. He also mentioned he's been working quite a bit. He works at a local Tfa Xxxi as well, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm here standing next to Eric Gonzalez. Eric, it's the day of the fight. What's going through your mind right now?
So I've really been preparing myself with this fight with my stand-up. A lot of Muay Thai boxing. That's my main course that I've been taking right now. So it's been, since my last fight. April 6th was my last fight. With TFA was last July, so I'm really prepared for anything that happens tonight. It's going to be a good one, man. I expect a show, stand-up. I hear Justin's a stand-up dude, so I hope we could duke it out like some gladiators tonight.
The reason why he started to wrestle, getting into fighting, and he wrestled also in high school, I believe, is because he was bullied as a kid. Bullied by his older siblings, his cousins, and that's basically what inspired him to get into the cage. So that's his path. Let's see how it works out for him tonight. Hopefully he doesn't tarnish his 3-0 record. Here we go to Toby.
His opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 165 pounds. Give it up for Justin Abella.
Yeah, as you said, Eric, the motivation for him was he was bullied. I can't think of a better motivation for someone to train. Now Justin is another young guy, again, at 24 years. He's only had one fight, but it was with the TFA, and if I remember correctly, he started kind of slow, getting taken down and punched, but he came back. So this guy's got quite a heart based on the experience that I've seen him in the cage. So I'm standing here with Justin Abella. Justin, this is your second fight for the TFA. You had a great first fight. How do you feel today?
I feel good, ready. I'm just ready to fight. I'm just hungry for it. Just ready.
What have you done differently training-wise to prepare yourself for this fight versus last fight?
Actually, you know what? I know that for sure. I got actually, I did more stand-up now for sure. And then I've done a lot more jiu-jitsu tournaments, so my ground game, I'm very comfortable. Stand-up comfortable. And then after that, I train with pros. That's a big difference, really. I've been training with pros a lot now.
Training with pros.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, what do you predict tonight?
Whatever. I'm gonna just let it flow. just have fun, basically. That's my prediction, to have fun tonight.
He does train out of the Black House Gym, which is one of the best gyms around. He's trained by Bo Hirschberger and Jomar Verdell. So we'll see what he brings to the table tonight.
Yeah, we got a chance to talk to both of these guys. Eric Gonzalez, he's been training for 9 years. I'm guessing that's going to pay off tonight. In the blue corner, Justin Abila, who's about to make his way to the cage. He's single. He trained for 3 years. He does his best is stand up. He's looking to throw that sick jab that he told me about. I can't wait to see the sick jab come out.
All right, guys, TFA fans, I'm going to turn it over to Dave Shirley, our head referee. Are you, the TFA fans, ready?
So we're starting again. This is Fight 5. First round, Justin Abela in the blue corner versus Eric Gonzalez in the red corner. What do you think so far, Mako?
Well, so far there's not a whole lot to go off of, but they're both feeling each other out with some. Oh, there comes some jabs, some wild haymakers, a clinch, and they're feeling each other out. A nice knee to the mix section. These guys are tangling back and forth. It's pretty even, I'd say. I don't see the experience coming out of Eric Gonzalez just yet. He might be holding out. He might be just waiting for that right opportunity. And against a 1-0, neither of these guys know what it's like to lose inside the cage yet. But tonight there will be a decisive winner and a decisive loser. And let's see who that turns out to be.
That's a good point, Miko. Both these guys haven't lost yet, and one of them will lose tonight. So both of them are hungry not to have that first loss inside of the cage. I agree. Both these guys, gentlemen, are in the clinch. Nobody is really showing a clear advantage. There, I just said that, and Eric Gonzalez just managed. I think he did. What was that? A single leg on Justin. Took him down. Now has his back. He's got to be careful not to get too high because Justin with a attempted double leg. If he had just exploded on that, he could have taken down Eric, but he waited. But he did. But now it looks like Justin has him against the wall, but hasn't quite managed to take him down.
Gonzalez is scoring some points right now. He's wrapping his arms around Abela's legs, and he's taking him down, which is scoring him points. But at the same time, Justin's keeping his composure, throwing some kicks in there, and just trying to keep his distance. He's trying to back Eric off him just a little bit and give him some room to work with. These guys are pretty well matched up with their reach and their kick and their style. The experience does go to the red corner with Eric Gonzalez.
Yeah, good point. Good point. It looks like Justin's trying some takes down. He just can't seem to. He can't seem to capitalize. I think when he shoots, he needs to shoot and then turn a corner to get those double legs. Sometimes it's very difficult to go straight on with a double leg, and if the guy has a good sprawl. So when a guy sprawls, you immediately want to turn that corner to take advantage of that angle. But I don't know. I can't score that fight. To me, that was a draw. I mean, what do you think?
It looked like a stalemate to me. Nobody's going to win a fight when you're just feeling out. That first round is where you feel them out. Second round, I think they're going to take their time. They're going to look for that third round where they make their move to where it doesn't have to go to the decision of the judges.
Both these guys have a lot of energy. They're both in great shape. Again, they're at 160 pounds. Eric does have a lot more experience, and he did manage to take Justin down. But Justin also was a little more aggressive at times and attempted more things that Eric was being more defensive with.
Yeah, we shouldn't see as many mistakes out of the red corner with Gonzalez, considering 9 years of training. Being bullied from his older siblings, it probably has taught him a lot about how to keep your composure in fights and just stay focused. And it looks like both of them can take a punch, but we haven't seen any real power behind any of those hits. We've seen a lot of power in the legs, keeping them standing, actually, for most of the first round. And the second round, it continues. Both on their feet, throwing knees and reversing a lot of, attempting to go for a lot of takedowns to score a lot of points.
Yeah, that's a good point, Miko. It did look like I can't tell who, but there were some knees being thrown, which we hadn't seen before. And we of course know that knees can be devastating. But I like the fact that these guys were throwing punches and trying to do different things in this second round, which we didn't see quite in the first round. So hopefully they'll keep that up. One thing about MMA is you don't want to do the same thing over and over, because a good fighter will just time that and counter that. You want to do different things, change levels, do takedowns, do punches, do things that the fighter's not ready for.
I was wrong, Jacob. I thought these guys were going to take their time. I thought they were going to breathe through the second round. I thought they were going to maybe wait for the other one to make a mistake, lunge forward, and get caught up and possibly submission. But no, these guys are still filling each other out. They're still trying to see maybe one has a glass jaw or not. They're throwing punches, and they're in a clinch right now, and they're still filling each other out. I feel this isn't your average second round for guys that are at 160. They're not flying around. They're not doing anything crazy. They're staying composed.
Eric did a great job taking Justin down, and Justin unfortunately gave him his back when he landed, which is something that you don't want to do. You don't want to ever turn your back to your opponent, no matter what position you're in. Looks like both these guys are getting a little tired just because they're going so fast. The second round ended in a flurry of punches, but both these guys are standing. They're ready to go. You can tell both these guys want to win.
Yeah, you're right. They are getting a little gassed, but we'll see what the third round brings. That third round, I think, is crucial. When you get to your corner, that's when I think your corner means the most. They need to tell you exactly what you're doing and how to fix it if you're making mistakes, and how to wow the judges during that third round. This is all or nothing, boys.
I mean, we're about to start the third round. That fight went back and forth. I mean, I don't even know how the judges are going to score that, because it's such a back and forth fight. But both these guys have 2 minutes to finish this fight soundly, because if they don't, that fight is either going to be in the judges' hands, and it could go in any direction. It could be a draw, but they've come this far. They got to finish what you started, and I'm hoping to see. We saw an exciting second round. I'm hoping to see an even more exciting third round.
Me too, Jacob. You know, I got to say, both these guys with 0 losses, they do not want this fight to go into the judges' hands and accept their first loss by a judge decision. That is not something any fighter wants, but especially these two guys who have a lot to prove to this capacity crowd here at TFA 31. And I'm not sure. A nice high kick. And they're throwing wild, rapid punches.
They're hitting with bad intentions, as they like to say. And then Eric's came out to his credit with a nice kick and then a couple of flurries. Oh, and then using that wrestling experience. All up, Justin's up. Good for him. Good for him. I thought he was going to get taken down, but to his credit, he managed to stay up. Now he's got to say what he's got to do is stand. Justin's got to stand up as high, get as high as he can. Up there he goes. Now he's in Eric's guard. Or maybe it's half guard right now. He's got to throw some punches there. You can't sit there. This is the third round. You got to make something happen.
They got to move. They got to make something happen in this round for sure. I mean, this is going to be devastating. If one of them gets their hands raised, that means the other one accepts his first loss, and it shouldn't go down like this. We got about a minute left probably, and I wouldn't want to be one of the judges right now. It would be too hard to call. Making it a little bit easier is Eric Gonzalez throwing some wild punches and some kicks to the midsection and showing the judges he wants it more. Justin fighting back now. They're both trading punches, wild blows. They both look just exhausted at this point because they've been going hard. And a nice takedown from Justin Abella.
That was a suplex, ladies and gentlemen. And now it looks like, who's on top? I can't even see who's on top. It looks like Eric reversed him. Now he's on top of Justin. And Justin's got to be, I can't tell. Oh, he has his back. Wow, what a great fight.
fought a hell of a fight. You just received your first loss. How's that feel?
Whatever. It's like feelings like whatever. It's like loss is loss. I'm gonna learn something. And basically, don't hold back. And that's about it.
What do you feel you could have done differently to win this fight?
Let loose. Fully commit. That was it. Mike, get in his mouth. Fully commit. I'm on punches. Because you're not putting in it. And that's about it.
Anything you want to say to your fans that came out to support you today?
Oh shoot, I want to thank all my fans that came through. Show some love, my team, my coach, my family, my friends, everyone.
Great job. I hope to see you again.
No.
Give it up.
Eric, congratulations. You're now 4-0. That was one of the most exciting fights of the night. Give us your thoughts on the fight.
I just went in there, worked up my stand-up game. That's what I came here to do, put on a show. Justin, man, you put on a fucking great fight, dude. I can't really say anything besides thank my system, my training team, systems, working with one of the best guys out there. I want to thank my mom and my friends that came out here to support me. I love you guys all so much. Let's just keep this roll going, huh?
Hello, I'm Anthony Salas. I'm coming in from Hawaii to fight my first fight in the TFA. I'm really excited for this. I'm going to get my first win. Hope you come support me May 16th. Been spending a lot of time here in LA with my manager Patrick. We got a lot of training back home in Hawaii. I've been doing Muay Thai for 7 years. Coming over here, I just want my TFA fight to come already. I just want to bang, want to get in there, tap somebody out, knock somebody out. Just get that win, however I can.
How's it going, guys? I'm Juan Monroy. I'm training out of Arriva Machado Gym. I train with Ricardo Arriva Bene with Jiu-Jitsu, Kenny Johnson with the ground game and the wrestling, and Howie Lacroix with the stand-up. Been training for about a year or so. This is my first fight. Looking forward to it. I want to thank the folks at TFA for giving me the chance. It's something I've been working for a long time, training hard with all my teammates, getting geared up and good to go. I know my opponent wants it real bad, I want it real bad too, and I'm just here to put on a good show for you guys, so let's see how it goes.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 6 of our 8-card fight tonight. We have walking out Anthony Salas in the red corner, who will be fighting Juan Monroe in the blue corner.
All right, TFA fans, fighting on the red corner, standing 6'2", 165 pounds. He is a Muay Thai specialist by way of Hawaii. Give it up for Anthony Salas.
What do you know about these guys, Miko?
Well, I know Anthony Salas is 22 years old. He wants to keep this fight standing up. In his spare time, he eats. And he's got a lot of support here in attendance, so hopefully that'll help him out.
So I'm standing here with Anthony Salas. Anthony, you're making your MMA debut tonight. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited, actually. I've been working a lot on my takedown defense. I'm a stand-up fighter naturally, but I just want to see how far I'll go in MMA in California.
And you flew all the way over here, correct, from Hawaii?
It's a big industry in Hawaii, but over here is more organized, there's more scouts, there's more opportunities, so I figured I'd fight down here.
Yeah, Anthony, both these guys are 0-0, both young guys in their early and mid-20s. Anthony came all the way from Kamamalu, Hawaii to fight because he felt that the MMA scene here gave him more opportunity. It gave him a bigger platform to perform, and he's training almost full time. So we'll see what he brings to the table tonight.
Standing 5'11", 167 pounds, a freestyle fighter fighting out of Redondo Beach. Give it up for Juan Monroy.
Juan's been training for 5 years. He's played baseball. He's wrestled. He wanted me to give Howard, Locraw and Bruce Flores a shout out to help him get where he's at today.
So I'm standing here with Juan Monroy. You're making your MMA debut tonight.
Debut, first time.
So how do you feel? What's going on in your mind right now?
Honestly, I'm a lot more calm than I thought I would be. You know, I slept like a baby last night. I thought I'd be tossing and turning, but I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I'm feeling pretty confident. Been training really hard, you know. My opponent's been training really hard, and just been looking forward to this day for a long time, you know. So I'm just happy it's finally here, you know.
Give us a little more detail on your training. What have you been doing specifically?
Just trying to be as well-rounded as possible, you know, trying to focus a lot more on the stand-up, you know, probably one of the weaker points in my game, doing a lot of groundwork, you know, a lot of wrestling, just trying to really focus on mixing it up, you know, and keeping my opponent on his toes. So just doing a little bit of everything, you know.
So incoming is Juan Monroe. I've been training with Juan for a couple of weeks now, so I've gotten to know him a little bit. I do know he's serious about his training. He's serious about fighting. He's been training hard. He fights out of the the new Redondo Beach Black House Gym, which opened a couple of months ago. They have a couple of locations, but he's well trained, and he's looking for his first win. Both these guys are looking for their first win. They're both hungry. They both want it. So let's hope to see a lot of action tonight from these guys.
All right, TFA fans, we got 3 more fights, these guys, and then our main event, the women. Before I turn over our head referee Larry Landis, and we get these shit fans fixed, I ask you, the TFA fans, are you ready for a fight?
Here we go, waiting for the bell to ring. These two welterweights in the 155 to 170 category are going to be throwing it down here to try to earn their first win inside the TFA cage. And like I was saying before, we walked up to Juan, and he was calmly eating a sandwich, talking to us like he had all the confidence in the world. If I had to bet money right now, I'd have to put it on Juan. And and they're both great guys. Both of them gave us lots of information. Anthony's looking for a KO in this fight, so we're going to start out hard here with some.
Anthony came out, and I think he just pretty much hit Juan with some kind of combination, and now Juan's coming back with some combinations. But Anthony came out with a pretty loud punch, and it looks like he's being a little more aggressive to Juan. But Juan is taking those combinations and coming back with some of his own.
Yeah, Juan's trying to take control of this fight by just connecting more. He's throwing more and he's connecting more over and over to the head. Anthony having some trouble covering up there.
Yeah, I think Anthony got stunned. Oh, and it looks like Juan tripped. It doesn't look like that was any kind of takedown, but Juan tripped. And to your point, Anthony looked stunned at some point because I think Juan had hit him with something, but now it looks like he's out of there. And it looks like, I can't tell what's going on. It looks like Anthony has Juan in a guillotine, and he's trying to finish. That's a very difficult thing to do, but we will see what happens. So far, they're both on the ground. And now Anthony's trying to throw punches from the bottom, which really isn't advisable when you're on your bottom to throw punches. It's hard to do a lot of damage when someone's on top of you. But it looks like Juan is still trying to get out of that guillotine choke.
Yeah, these guys both have a lot of passion for the sport, and I gotta say, when you get hit with a punch that stuns you, these guys might be training for their future as pro fighters. And when you're getting hit, sometimes some guys are just made out of metal. They can take a hit, they can still be focused, and it might just make them a little more eager to let the other guy expel more energy and go ahead and take the punch. Some of these guys take punches a lot better, and it might not throw them off their game, but at the same time, they're getting points scored against them by doing that.
It looks like Juan got out of that guillotine, to his credit, and managed to throw some punches, although he does look very tired from being in that guillotine choke. That takes a lot of energy to be in that. It takes a lot of energy to give it. It takes a lot of energy to receive it. So both these fighters look pretty tired. I do like the fact that Anthony came out strong, but then Juan returned the favor with some combinations and then stunned him. And then I don't think Juan Anthony took Juan down. I think Juan slipped, what it looked like, and then kind of tried to get a takedown out of that.
It looked like he pulled out of doing him. It looked like he was going for a kick and got caught off guard, maybe stunned a little bit by a quick jab, which threw him off balance. And in that ring, when you're at the sixth fight, it can get a little slippery in there. I know that from personal experience.
Yeah, it can definitely get slippery in there, all the sweat in there. We'll have to see what happens here. Here we go with round 2. Again, we have Anthony Salas in the red corner and Juan Monroe in the blue corner. So look for a lot of action from both these guys. We'll have to see what happens.
Okay, here we come, second round. Anthony is being conservative, letting Juan come to him, and it seems to be working out. Both of them now separated. It looks like there's some kickboxing coming into play. Freestyle versus Muay Thai. Muay Thai, you're going to see a lot more kicks, a lot more knees, and they're not afraid to throw fists, and they're not afraid to eat a couple either. Both these guys looking pretty energetic, considering I think that second win has caught them in the second round.
Yeah, I think Anthony got a second win. I know he landed a number of crosses, kind of loopy crosses to Juan's face that landed and stunned him a little bit. So he does look a little stunned. So we'll see. Anthony's definitely taking advantage. That was out of pure exhaustion, that fall. And now it looks like Juan. I think that's Juan on top. Yeah, Anthony's on the bottom, and Juan, to his credit, is on top and throwing punches. Wow, this fight's going back and forth. At first I thought Juan was finished, but now he's on top of Anthony, throwing punches.
Well, freestyle coming into play here. That's definitely who's on top. Looks like Anthony on the bottom, taking some punches. The ref's taking a closer look. They got to be careful because the ref will call a match if there's too many punches that are uncovered. And it's again with Juan on the bottom eating more punches. The ref might step in any moment now.
Yeah, it looks like Anthony reversed him and managed to throw a couple punches. I do know Juan took a lot of punches to the head that second round. He did manage to take Anthony down. I couldn't tell if those hits were effective, but he did at one point had him mounted or was in his guard and landed more punches on Anthony. So I'm not sure how to score that second round.
Yeah, it's hard to score a round when you got a guy who's on top and the ref doesn't stop it. What is that saying? From our vantage point, it's hard to tell if one was ever able to cover up on some of those blows. But at this point, I got to give it to. I think we're going to go with Anthony.
Yeah, I think on the second round with Anthony, I think maybe Juan won the first round. So this third round is going to be the decisive round for these folks, and we'll have to see what happens. But they both actually look a little bit tired because they've both been hit and they've both been taken down, but they're going to have to do something. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 3. We have Anthony Salas in the red corner and Juan Monroe in the blue corner. And now the ref and doctor is checking out Juan because he did take a number of blows to the head for some right crosses by Anthony. So hopefully he'll be cleared to fight. It looks like it's cleared to fight, so here we go.
Third round about to start, and the fans here are obviously in attendance, a good portion of them at least, for these two men. And they're excited to see this third round go down and see what happens. Both men 0-0 and looking for that win. And they're gonna have to speed it up a little bit. 2 minutes is not a long time to gain a win, especially when it's been divided. Oh, looked like he got clipped in the eye there. Those gloves do have Velcro, and they can catch you and scrape your eye, which can rob you of a win. That's for sure.
Yeah, those MMA gloves can be vicious with the sharp-like angles that they create when you clinch your fist. But it looked like Juan took down Anthony, and now I think he's got him mounted. I can't tell. He's definitely on top of him, but it looks like he has him mounted and is trying to throw punches, but Anthony's holding him against him, so he can't.
Well, the ref looking down and waiting for something to happen, as is this crowd here, and the fight is definitely slowed down, but you can hear the support from the fans. A lot of people came out to support these young men, and we're waiting to see if the ref is going to stand it up. I'm thinking they're going to have to stand it back up.
Yeah.
And a nice reversal by Anthony, and he is now on top and looking to rain down some blows on Juan, but he's caught.
Yeah, this fight is going back and forth. I mean, every time someone's in someone's guard, they get reversed, and then another guard. Heard it 30 seconds. One of these fighters has to do something right now. Get up, stand up, throw some punches, get out from the bottom. There we go. We'll see. We'll see.
After 3 rounds of action, we have a split decision. Judge number 1 scores the fight 28-29. Judge number 2 scores the fight 29-28. Judge number 3 scores the fight 28-29. Your winner, fighting out of the blue.
here in the cage. How do you feel about the fight?
I feel like I gotta work on my ground, obviously, but I'll come back.
You did a hell of a job. You put everything you had in this ring and gave these people a good show. When are we going to see you next time? August. You guys heard it, August. He's coming back. Great job, Anthony. Here you go.
Let's hear it for Anthony.
One. Great fight. You took a licking and kept on ticking the whole night. That was one of the best fights of the night. Give us your thoughts.
He hits pretty hard. I'll just say that much. He hits hard. He's a hard motherfucker. I'm speechless. You know, this is great. This is probably the greatest accomplishment of my life. I couldn't have done it with the rest of you guys. You know, thanks for coming out. I mean,
You want to thank anyone in particular?
yeah, everybody. The guys I trained with at Black House, Howie, Felipe, Luis, James, all you guys. Thank my best friends, Ross, Mike, Aaron. You guys were with me since the beginning, you know, getting me in shape, you know, when I was fat and everything, and now, you know, this is just the greatest accomplishment ever. I want to thank Sensei Mitz, who's somewhere around here, another inspiration of mine. I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, this is the greatest moment of my life, hands down.
Congratulations, great fight. Give it up for Warren Rowe.
Hey, my name is Raul Navarrete. You call me Zombie. Fighting out of West Coast Jiu-Jitsu. My manager is Brian Espinoza. We train real hard. Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, everything. Trying to be well-rounded. Gotta thank TFA, Todd, Joey. It was a tough opponent. So May 16th, let's go in there. Let's give him a show.
My name is Felipe Alvarez. I'm fighting out of Black House MMA at Redondo Beach. This is my third fight with TFA. I'm fighting Raul Zombie Navarrete. I know he's a stand-up guy. I'm a stand-up guy as well. So I expect for our fight to be the fight of the night. We're going to brawl it out, see who wins.
Here we are with our 7th fight of the night. We have Raul Navarrete in the red corner, and he's going to fight Felipe Alvarez in the blue corner. This should be a great fight at 155 pounds.
All right, fighting out in the red corner, standing 5'11", 155 pounds, a Muay Thai specialist from West Coast Jiu-Jitsu. Give it up for Raul Navarrete.
Both these guys have been training for a number of years. Raul actually came all the way from Oxnard, which those of you who don't know is kind of in the Santa Barbara area, kind of very north of Los Angeles. He's entering the cage right now. He's got the long hair and the red shin pads, but he brought a contingency of 40 folks. So I'm standing here with Raul Navarrete. Raul, it's the day of the fight. You were making your MMA debut today. So what's going on in your mind?
I'm excited. I'm excited to start fighting.
And how have you prepared for this?
Still kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, try to be all-around fighter.
This is his first TFA fight. Raul's dad inspired him to get into cage fighting. I asked him how he's going to win the fight. He said he's going to just go with the flow, and hopefully that works out for him. He's got the experience over Alvarez, and that might play a big part in this matchup.
Yeah, Felipe definitely has more experience. Raul is actually still in high school, so he's young and he's hungry. He's been training for 5 years. He brought a big contingency of people down with him, like I mentioned before. But I do know Felipe is here to win. I do know his trainers, Howard LaCroix and Luis Flores. We've trained together actually at the Black House. Both those guys are tough, so he's under good instruction.
All right, TFA. In the blue corner, standing 5'6", 155 pounds, a orthodox fighter out of Black House Gym. Give it up for Felipe Alvarez.
comes Felipe Alvarez, and this is the guy who's been training for 5 years. This is the guy who played baseball. He wrestled, and he wanted to let me know to tell everyone that he appreciates all the support and all the supporters that came down here tonight to support him. He's the one that also wanted me to give a shout out to Howard LaCroix and Bruce Flores for helping him get to this point. And he's looking for another win here at TFA 31.
So I'm standing here with Felipe Alvarez. Today's the day of the fight. Felipe, what's going through your mind right now?
Just ready to get a battle. Ready to just bang it out. I know this guy's a stand-up fighter. I'm a stand-up fighter. I can honestly say it's going to be a fight tonight.
I do know Felipe is here to win. I do know his trainers, Howard LaCroix and Luis Flores. We've trained together actually at the Black House. Both those guys are tough, so he's under good instruction. Felipe also has been, since his last fight, he's been more wrestling, more sparring. And so let's see what Toby has to say.
Give me a chance. The second last fight of the night, we got this fight, and the ladies coming. Pay attention to this one. This one's gonna go off the chain, guys. Are you, the TFA fans, ready? For fight!
Here we go into fight 7, and the crowd is still with it. After 7 hardcore fights, these fans are diehard. And I got to say, both these guys, I like them a lot. They have a lot of personality, but I don't think the camera's rolling. But either way, these guys are young and hungry, and looks like another slip in the ring. Another slip. Those shin pads might be playing a part in the fall. Raul looking for that spin kick.
Hey, Raul's got some nice front kicks. He knocked down Felipe, but Felipe, no worse for the wear, has come back with some combinations of his own. This is one hell of a fight. I'm impressed with how aggressive both these fighters are.
Well, see, Felipe goes under the orthodox style of fighting, and we're seeing him try to hold his own and hold Raul at bay while he serves a knee to the midsection, right just underneath the rib cage, and they're up against the fence. Raul is definitely exhibiting some Muay Thai, clinching the head and bringing those knees up can do a lot of damage. And no matter how big or small you are, if you get a knee driven into your face, it's lights out.
Wow, Raul took Felipe's back, picked him off the ground, and began to hit him. And now he's letting Felipe get up, which is probably good for both guys. And here they are banging it out. Felipe's throwing some nice combinations. Raul landed a nice knee, which stunned Felipe. He's on the ground. He's got side control. He's doing ground and pound. And he's taking control of this fight so far.
Raul looking to end this fight right now, staying on top of Felipe and just throwing in some daggers. The refs seem to be letting him go at it, which is great because these guys have a lot to prove and they don't want to get a fight stopped because of a couple punches. Raul continuing to pound on Felipe's face all the way through the end of that round. So that round definitely goes to Raul. His corner's going to go in there and tell him to keep his distance because as far as points go, Raul's up.
Raul's up that first round. His striking's a little better than Felipe, a little crisper. He managed to land more of those combinations, although Felipe, to his credit, came right back with some of his own combinations. He did slip a couple times, and he did take that one knee, which dropped him to the ground. So he could be hurting right now. But yeah, I've been impressed with both these guys so far, especially Raul with those front leg leg kicks, which you don't think about how devastating those can be. He just dropped Felipe.
It can also knock you off your balance too. I mean, like I said, those shin guards might be playing a role in some of the slip-ups here, especially on Felipe's part. Yeah, his corner might be telling him maybe take it a little bit slower. Make sure he keeps his balance. When he goes in, make sure to clinch. It'll help him keep his balance. And if he's going to go down, take Raul with him. It might help his scoring system at this point in the second round. The fans, as you can hear them, they're solely behind. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know who they're cheering for. It's probably for Raul because he brought a huge contingency of people. It looks like he's hit Felipe again with something, and now he has him in a kind of a head and arm choke attempt. Felipe's trying to do a takedown. It's very difficult to do when you don't have the legs sucked in. Both these guys are in the clinch, and trying. Oh! It looks like Felipe just got dropped. There we go, referee. Let's go down to the cage.
We have a pretty clear winner, guys. 30 seconds into the second round. Your winner by TKO. Great fight by both these guys. Really fun tonight.
Felipe, you slipped a couple times in here, bro. What happened?
I got right on block. I got dazed a little bit, but still in it. Same with this one, but I guess the ref didn't think I was weight, but I was. But it comes to territory.
Well, it looked like you gained your composure, but it looked like you were trying to go for a kick and maybe slipped. Do you think the shin guards have anything to do with that?
Yeah, fuck you, shin guards, man. But you know, I'm making excuses. He's a real tough guy, so he won fair square.
You're a man's man. I hope to see you soon. Let's give it up for Felipe Alvarez.
Raul, one of the best fights of the night. You got a lot of skill. You showcase those front kicks, your combinations. Give us your thoughts on the fight.
I just did whatever my coaches wanted me to do. I just went out and I did it.
Anybody here you want to thank?
My coaches, my teammates, West Coast. That's it.
West Coast, what's next for you?
My next fight.
My next fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Raul Navarrete.
My name is Farron Romero. I'm fighting out of Sweatshop Gym in Lakewood under Brad, Johnny, and Kareem. This will be my first fight for TFA. As of right now, my MMA record is 1-0. I won my last fight with a broken ankle. Tonight I'll be fighting Venus Marcella. I'm hoping, I don't know much about her, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go in there and hopefully win for TFA for my first fight.
Hi, my name is Venus Marcel. I come from Bo Hirschberger's camp. I'm looking forward to fighting this May 16th on Friday against Farron Romero. And I just want to say thank you to Joey and to TFA and Todd Meacham for giving me this opportunity to finally come back, after 4 years of being out of the ring. I would love to come back and show my new skills and definitely get a win under my belt.
This is the ladies' night, last fight of the night. Farron Romero's coming out in the red corner. She's going to be fighting Venus Marshall out of the blue corner. This is at 125, 130 pounds.
All right, TFA fans, let's get these women to the ring. In the red corner, standing 5'5", 125 pounds, fighting out of the sweatshop and trained by TFA veteran Brad Critchfield. Give it up for Barry.
Both these two are young. Both these two have only fought once. Venus has an 0-1 record, and Farron has a 1-0 record.
Yeah, this is my personal favorite because it's such a treat to be able to see a ladies fight. This is the second time that I've been able to see one, and the last one was a barn burner. So I'm hoping the same thing happens this time. Farah coming off of a win. She's very outspoken. 4 years of jiu-jitsu. She knows nothing about her opponent.
So I'm standing here with Farron Romero. Farron, you're making your debut with the TFA today.
Yes.
How do you feel? What's going on in your mind right now?
Right now I'm just excited. I just want to get it done with, get in there and get everything, put all my work in to play finally, and yeah, just want to get it done.
So how have you prepared for today's fight?
I've been doing a lot more strength conditioning. I've been wanting to get a lot stronger, faster, especially working my stand-up because I am known to be a ground fighter, but I'm a stand-up fighter as well. Just mainly those two factors. A lot of sparring with the guys and yeah, daily stuff.
And how do you feel about being the last fight of the night? Everyone's going to be waiting all night for you to fight.
I just found out I was the last fight of the night. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited. My first fight, I was the second fight. Didn't get to see any of the other fights because I fractured my ankle, so I had to go home. No, but I'm excited.
And what do you predict tonight?
I'm going to get the win.
She's going to get the win.
I will.
All right, you heard it straight from her mouth. All right, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
A while since we had a female fight. Again, Venus fights out of the Black House in Torrance by the well-known Bo Hirschberger. Farron comes out of a good camp as well at the sweatshop by with Brad Critchfield. So we'll see what these ladies bring to the table. Both seem extremely athletic. They're both young. I don't think anyone particular any of them have any particular style that they say is best, although Farron has listed Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as her style. One thing to note, Venus said she was a lot heavier for her last fight. I mean, it was 20 pounds, so maybe this newfound athleticism will help her in this fight. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Venus Marshall, very focused. Coming off of a loss, I guess there's a reason for her to be a little apprehensive, maybe talking to one of us and giving away any secrets.
All right, her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'5", 125 pounds, fighting out of Black House Gym, trained and managed by TFA veteran Bo Hirschberger. Give it up for Venus Marshall!
Out comes Venus Marshall, as you said, Miko. She's a little bit tight-lipped, but that's okay. That's okay, right? So I'm standing here with Venus Marshall. It's the day of the fight. Venus, what's going through your mind right now?
Right now I'm just focused on what my camp has gone over and pretty much gonna stick to my game plan and just fight.
So you're 0-1. What have you done differently since your last fight to prepare you for today's fight?
I have a better camp and I'm not 165 pounds. Right now I'm like 131 pounds. So I really, I dropped about 20 pounds for this fight, so I'm really focused right now. And I can just show you where my head's at. So, you know, I'm ready to fight tonight.
You gotta speak with your hands and legs. And she's getting ready to fight again, Farron Romero. This is the last fight of the night.
Alright, TFA fans, this is the main event of the evening. So we're going to bring both these fighters in for the rules of the reminder from our head referee, Larry Landis. Women to the middle.
Okay, girls, you heard our instructions in the back. Those who please fight, obey my commands at all times. Hey, crush your red corner. Crush your blue corner. Just close.
Retaliation! Are you, the TFA fan, ready for a fight?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the last fight of the night. We have Farron Romero in the red corner versus Venus Marshall in the blue corner. Let's see how this plays out. It's been, I think, maybe a year or two since there's been a female fight.
Yeah, and like you said, both these girls are. I think it's kind of a yin and yang with the personalities. I got to talk to Venus for about 5 minutes. I asked her a couple questions. She said basically she's an all-around fighter. She just doesn't care. She's going in there to prove herself, to get a win, and she's very reserved and very focused. And Farron actually used to watch tournaments as a kid. She's got a lot of support coming out of Downey, 24-Hour Fitness, a lot of support. That's what she said her main supporters were, and she'd like to give a shout-out to Johnny and Chris.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to see Farron do when she throws those kicks is she puts her hands down. And if Venus can see that, she could take advantage of that. But when they're standing, their hands both seem high, but Farron needs to make sure her hands are up when she throws those kicks.
Yeah, that's right. Both of them throwing tight jabs, staying close. It looks pretty even so far. A nice straight punch by Farron, and didn't seem to phase Venus. Testing out those shin guards. I think Venus's hair might be hurting her game right now.
Yeah, I guess a good point. It looked like she kept moving her hair. Hopefully she had tied that up before the fight. But that can definitely impede your vision if it's going. And now it looks like Farron is being the more of the aggressor with some combinations and following with that front kick.
Oh, but you can tell on the look on Venus's face, she's not letting that deter her. She's not going to let hair or any amount of sweat on the ground or any amount of shin guards get in her way. She seems very focused and very aggressive at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point, Miko. She's got a stern look on her face. It looks like she fell. I don't think that was the end of the fight. I think that was just she had maybe stunned her as she had fallen, and Farron didn't have time to capitalize on it.
That was not a knockout. That was a slip, and actually saved by the bell, or else Farron might have capitalized by getting on top and raining down some punches. So she got lucky. It's a second round, and let's see how they come into this. It looks like Venus is very determined. She definitely wants to put a one in front of her loss, and Farron wants to put another win in her record book. Now describe to me what UUA fighting style is.
I've never seen that. I know that the UMMA, which is like a gym, I think, but I don't know United Ultimate. I don't know, but that's. I do know she works at the Black House, so it's a MMA, some kind of MMA reference. But we'll have to see what happens here. Both these fighters are kind of feeling each other out and throwing some combinations. It looks like Farron's throwing a couple knees in there, and then trying to get a clinch up in the cage. And Venus is returning with those knees. So we're seeing a lot of knees here tonight, which is good.
Yeah, they're bringing it in close, and they're both clinching the back of their head. It's very Muay Thai, and that looked like an elbow across the face to Farron by Venus, and Venus using the cage to leverage herself into staying up at this point as Farron continues to rain punches with jabs, and they're both playing a very tight game. Oh, now Farron with some quick jabs to the face of Venus, racking up those points from the judges against the cage. Still, she's clinging on. She looks like she's tiring out. Venus holding on very tight to Farron, hoping to catch a second wind and get a little bit of distance between the two.
Yeah, Farron's coming out the stronger one in the second round. She's coming out with a little crisper hands combinations, and now she was holding Venus under the cage and is controlling her, throwing kind of short rabbit punches, short knees to the body. At some point, the ref's going to say, "Oh, I predicted it. You got to separate these two. You got to have some action." So let's see what happens right now.
Definitely a lot of pride on the line between these two fighters. Attempted a very high kick from Farron Romero, who is coming into this fight with a win, and she seems confident, and at the same time very obliging when we were asking questions. So I don't know if that means she's less focused, but I could tell you that Venus was definitely focused, and she continues throwing blows right at the end of the bell. So
I like Venus's combination. She finishes strong. That was nice. I'm going to give that second round to Farron though, because I think she was a little more aggressive, landed the combinations, and controlled Venus against the cage. I don't even know about the first round, but one of these two women are going to have to step it up and try and finish it in round 3.
I'm digging this song right now. It's a cult of personality. Trying to look on and see how the trainers are reacting. And as you can see right now, going into round 3, these girls, like you said, Jacob, are going to have to step it up and do something big, especially Venus, who definitely needs that win. She needs it. And let's see how bad she wants it.
Let's see how bad she wants it. Both these two are going to have to show a lot of heart in this third round. They're both tired. But they both worked so hard to get here. You know, you got to do something. I can't quite see what's going on, but it looks like Farron's throwing a couple more combinations. I like how she finishes with that kick because it's kind of keeping Venus at bay a little bit. But we'll have to see what happens. One of these two's got to make something happen.
Yeah, the kicks were very crisp, but didn't hit the mark. Both of them are very guarded, and they don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to slip up in the last minutes of this fight. They want to, Farron throwing rapid punches, hooks, and wild haymakers that I think half made their hit the mark.
Yeah, I think when you so many rapid punches, wild, one of them's going to land, and I think it did, to her credit. So I think she's landing a lot more punches and kicks, and I think Venus is trying to be a little more calculated and controlled, but I'm not sure if that's working in her favor at this point. She might just start throwing some haymakers because you only got about a minute left. So now's not the time to be cautious, really. Oh, nice combination by Farron.
As you can see, just a second ago, Farron very confident, throwing those kicks out there, almost taunting Venus. And Venus not deterred, but she's also not racking up points by just keeping her distance. She needs to move in, she needs to get close, and she needs to clinch the back of her head, of Farron's head, and just drive some knees in. She needs to do something big, though. And at this point, it's been nothing but defense on Venus's end, and Farron's continuing to just throw those kicks out there, just keeping Venus away from her and unable to clinch up and get close enough to use maybe her striking power, and maybe Farron's just waiting for Venus to slip on a banana peel.
Yeah, I mean, Farron's did a good job closing the distance with those combinations. You gotta come out strong. You gotta finish strong right now. There you go. Let's go.
Great job.
Amazing main event. Congrats to both these women for getting in here. We have a unanimous decision. All three judges saw it the same. Your winner, fighting out of the red corner.
Venus, I talked to you earlier, and you were so focused, you were so intense, and you kept that intensity throughout the entire fight. And I tried to get a couple of secrets from you, just so I can give a little bit more of an intimate profile on you while I was doing the commentary. How do you feel coming into this fight with a loss and losing again, even though you put on a hell of a show? What do you do next?
I continue fighting, make sure that I win, and never leave it in the judges' hands ever again.
You did a great job, and I saw the camaraderie, the love between the two after the fight. That's just great, and I love to see that type of thing. Great wrestlers. And what are you going to do next?
Probably gonna fight again next month.
That sounds great. We can't wait to see it.
Very congratulations. You showed a lot of skill in there, a lot of great combinations, punches and kicks. Tell us about the fight.
She was ridiculously tough, actually. No, I wanted to stay standing, which we did the whole entire fight, which was amazing. Like, that's what I've been working on these past few months, and yeah, I think it worked out great. There's a few things, obviously, I need to work on, but it happens.
Anybody you want to thank in particular?
I want to thank these guys right here, especially. Sweat Shop Gym team. Like, once I moved here, it just dramatically changed my MMA. Also, everyone at 24-hour fitness and base rooms. It's definitely been my biggest support group lately, and everyone back in Sacramento has actually helped me. It's been amazing.
Thank you for participating and putting on a great fight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Fallon Romero.
TFA kicks butt.
Do you got that? Oh yeah, you got that.
Are you, the TFA fans, ready for a fight?
So I'm standing here with Venus Marshall, and today's the day of the big fight.
Wait, hold on. Marshall.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Someone it was you. So tell me why now. Coming down. Why don't you kill yourself in your sleep?
Did you have fun?
Oh yeah.
Coming down. Why don't you kill yourself in your sleep? Make us happy in the morning.
TFA? Awesome, man. Kick-ass fights, man. Dead-ass fight. That was kick-ass.
I just want to watch you sleep. Because you make me smile, I'll try and stay for a while. And I'll never want to leave, so tell me why now. Coming down, why don't you kill yourself in your sleep? Make us happy in the morning. Coming down, why don't you kill yourself in your sleep? Make us happy in the morning. Keep me alive again. I won't die now. I won't die now. Keep me alive again. Yeah. Coming down. Why don't you kill yourself in your sleep? Make us happy in the morning. Coming down. Why don't you kill yourself in your sleep? Make us happy.